All right, we are live. Dude, like my framing is all off here.
Fix
Okay,
it.
so I did go to film school for a little bit, so this shit tends to irritate me personally. All right. All right, so we are live. We are here. Thank you everybody for being on the show, hanging out with us and all that kind of thing. We got our lovely panel here. We got Mitch, we got Sifu, and Overdrip said he might be running late. We'll see how that goes. Alrighty, let's just jump into some what I've been mixing. Mitch, you look busy.
Um, I last night I actually broke my personal record on milliliters mixed. I mixed up 31 60 mils last night. And I my choice was either be late today and try and get them shipped or wait and ship them out first thing in the morning. And so I decided that, unlike Chris, that I wasn't going to be late today. I'm
Damn,
here for the people.
Mitch is just being
He's not here to
brutal,
defend
bro.
himself, so I'm gonna take some shots. um, but it was a busy evening of mixing lots of stuff. Yeah, and I'm excited. I did mix up some new versions of some of my older recipes. Like I mixed up a version of Balboa using all VSO fruits, and I'm excited to let that bad boy steep for a while.
You're
Um,
gonna let it steep.
and I mixed up I mixed up a new version of my raspberry cheesecake. Kind of changed some things. We'll see how that goes. Besides that, been getting some good feedback on my butterscotch ripple ice cream that I made when we had Paul on. And a couple days ago, I actually busted out that other ice cream that I made, that cotton and glaze, the glazed strawberry shortbread cookie vanilla ice cream mix. And if Beecher and Eric hadn't already named their liquid strawberry something, that would be the perfect name for this. You can't, like, it's so it's such a jumble. Like, it's really good and you can tell there's strawberry in it, but then you're like, what the fuck else is in this? Like, it's tastes delicious, but I don't know what the hell's going on here. Um, so I've been vaping on that. I've already almost killed that 30 mil that I mixed up on the show. I'm probably gonna mix up a couple other versions of it and see how they turn out. Um, but besides that, not a whole lot of anything else really new. Um, I'm actually that picture that Sifu posted on Instagram, mixing all those custards. I'm in kind of the same process right now. I have my mango recipe in like four different setups. I have it in a dual coil 3 milligram. I have it in a single coil 3 milligram. I have it in 50 12 milligram in a couple of mouth to lung setups. And I have it in a 6 milligram restricted direct lung, testing it out in all of them. um, yeah. So, I mean, besides that, not a whole lot of new stuff here for me. What about you, Sifu?
Well, well, Chris, since Chris is not here, um, he was teasing me about making so many seven custards. So, but,
I still want to try
uh,
that one that I mentioned. I said in the chat that I wanted
yeah,
to try. I don't know if we're allowed to
yeah.
what we're allowed to say here about what you're doing, but I want to try that
Well,
one
I,
because it
I
seems
will,
interesting.
I will lay them out. All right. So my process for development for something that's, I nailed a couple of things on the show that went immediately with a few tweaks to the menu. But if I have an idea for something that I want long term, uh, this has been my this has been my process. Is what I'll basically do is I'll make several versions of a profile, but each one is just a little different. Actually, really different. So, an example: the first one, the version one, is bourbon and beer nuts. The next one is bourbon and beer nuts, but no avocado cream. The third one is corn and rice. The third one is buttermilk. The fourth one is buttermilk and pumpkin. Number five is flapper pie and biscuit. The sixth one is cheesecake and Devon cream, and the seventh one is egg custard and coconut. So what I'll do is I'll let all of those steep out. I'll test them individually over the course of time. I'll find one, possibly two out of there, and then work on those to development. That way, it's kind of like what we had talked in kind of our chat. It was kind of like, it gives me a jump on steep time. I don't have to wait to find out if something is good. I have several things going at the same time. And if something is not steeping the way that I thought, then it just goes to the shelf, So if something is good off the knuckle, and then a few days later it's starting to work like I want, then I'll focus my attention on that. Some of the other ones are more of just experimentation. So that's, and then once I latch onto one, then I focus on it and tweak it until it's good, because I know what it's gonna taste like in a week or two. You know what I mean? So I know that right off the shake, if it's because I taste everything right off the shake. So if I know that something is right off the shake tastes the way that I want it, then I know that it's where I want it to be. So that kind of cuts down on my experimentation money. Number one, I'm not chasing different thing and wondering if I would put something in here if it would be good or not. I don't know if egg custard and coconut is going to be good. I don't know if the corn and rice is going to be good. That's the way I do it. So that's been a big experiment. I'm calling it the Great Custard Debacle of 2021. So that's I want a standalone custard on my menu. Just the buttermilk and pumpkin has been is heading in the direction that I want, but it's heading in a direction that's too close to something that's already off the market. So I don't want. I'm kind of
I mean, custard has that weird effect that, like,
yeah,
if you really want a custard, you could just really throw a dart into blank air and you'll hit something. But it's kind of like,
that's the thing. It's like, the buttermilk and pumpkin. I don't know what it is about that combo, but it's creamy but still earthy, and it's still rich. I bought a buttload of stuff from the UK. I got the Flavor Creative milk, and I bought the whipped cream, the Devon cream, and all of the stuff we're not supposed to have in these states. So the marshmallow vanilla one-on-one. So I got a lot of that stuff, and I've been dying to try the rice. And I bought the corn, the Flavor Art corn, and it tastes like a can of cream corn. There's no way about it. It's almost too authentic. So, but that's the direction that I'm heading in with that. Other than that, I've been doing like Mitch and subbing in a lot of fruits with the VSO stuff. And I'm excited about it, but also kind of upset about it, because everything I swap out with the VSO stuff is just instantly better.
Yeah, but also your price margin goes up quite a bit.
Yes, that's kind of the thing. It would be like replacing everything with. It would be like replacing everything with Flavora.
Okay, so I had to buy this thing right here as I throw it.
You broke it.
Yep, yeah. I had to buy this for two different ones that I've added to the lineup, and that's all Flavora right there.
Yeah.
What is that?
So it's
dark as hell.
Yeah.
That's the problem with. There's just no way around it. The VSO fruits are just. They're just better. They're just. I don't know what it is about it. It's the same overall flavor. It's just more present. They're sharper, and that's kind of the thing. It's like, all right, do I really keep chasing this? Because I don't want my cost to go up, but I do want my mixes to be better.
Chasing them waterfalls.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a sacrifice you make to have a better product.
Yep.
And then I found myself on the VSO website building another basket. So, I guess you just have to kind of give in to that. But
So
That's
good.
where I've been heading. Very excited about today's mix. Other than that, sales have been a little slow during the holidays, but they're starting to pick back up. We got a big order tonight from an old customer, and very happy about that. Yeah, that's what I've been mixing. Um, Chris, you look like you're a hot mess right now, but I'm going to ask, what have you been mixing?
Me?
Yeah, what you been
Uh,
mixing, bro?
yeah. So sorry. I actually just walked in the door. Obviously, I wouldn't have been late for any other reason.
He's got a lady friend. That's what he's trying to tell us.
Oh,
Well, no, like right now, I'm trying to think
it's
about
not
what the
polite
fuck I'm
to
gonna
kiss and
make.
tell.
First of all, what have I been mixing? Okay, so in the last like couple weeks, I was talking about how I was revisiting some things and like trying to like nail down a few tweaks and everything else. So I've been pretty happy with the way that things have turned out. So I've started a few new experiments. Um, One of the experiments is like I'm trying to make. You guys know? I don't know what they're called, but they're like a jelly roll. Jelly roll?
Okay.
Like you guys would call them too? Jelly roll?
Depends what you mean by jelly roll.
Oh, I know what you're talking
It's
about,
like
like the
that
little
yellow
Debbie's.
You like the
cake.
country rapper?
I
Swiss
know.
rolls. Swiss rolls.
No. It's like that yellow cake. Wow, my light is bright as fuck. It's like that yellow cake that you basically have. So you have like a yellow cake, and then it's like laid real thin, and then you put like whipped cream and like jelly, and then you
Yeah,
roll it back up.
yeah,
So
yeah. It's the
Okay,
Swiss
yeah.
rolls, but with yellow cake. Yeah.
yeah. So yeah. Anyways, I always knew them as like jelly rolls. So I've been working on a jelly roll. Like I got one attempt at it so far. And also I've been I tried out um like a toasted, you know, like those almond cookies that are at like Chinese food buffets.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
It's like a
Looking
toasted
delicious.
almond cookie, but like it's kind of like it's not like a shortbread, but it's like I don't know. I can't really describe it. Toasted almond cookie. That's what I'm trying to make is a toasted
Mhm.
almond cookie. Uh, I haven't tried either one of them. I just mixed them this past weekend, and I feel like many other things, like my first attempt's never as bad as it used to be. But it also doesn't mean that they're going to be great. So my hope is that they're like somewhere to start from,
Mm-hmm.
just because I've not really seen either one of those like in a vape necessarily. Like personally, I've not.
Okay, they're
And
called yodels. They're called
yodels,
yodels.
What
Yeah, great cakes. Yep,
the
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 cake.
white
jelly roll
cake with
things?
the cream. Yeah, the white cake
Okay.
with the cream are called yodels.
I was gonna say, Chris, Wonder Flavors actually does an almond cookie flavoring, so I don't know if that would help you out any.
Yes, several people have told me
Oh,
to get that Wonder Flavors almond cookie.
Yeah, I have it. I haven't really tried it much, but I
well,
have
you
it.
know what? I might have to look into it. I don't really know how well mine will turn out. Like I said, I'm sure it won't be terrible, but it probably
Mm.
won't be exactly what I want because very rarely does this guy right here hit it right on the head the first try. I can always make it like all right, you know what I mean? But like making it exactly what I want, that's not. I also even feel like if I hit it right on the head, I'd be like, I'd try to tweak it somehow. Like, you know what I mean? You could like make the perfect liquid and you'd be like, there's no way that I can't make that better. Like, I just mixed it one time. It came off the top of my head. So, yeah, those are the two things that I've been working on. Other than that, I've just been, working away on a few other things. Like, I've been trying to get this friggin' website going.
Hurry
I'm
up.
just waiting. It was like the worst time of year to like launch it with problems because there's nobody available for like any sort of like support.
Yeah.
So I had to
Hey,
apply
Chris,
to like be allowed to
don't
fucking.
listen. Don't rush, but hurry. Or really,
No, and that's the way
custard.
that I
I
feel.
really
Right?
want that
Like,
damn custard,
I
Chris.
want it to be over with at this point. Like not like I don't. I'm put it this way. There was times where I was enjoying myself coming to this point, right?
Right.
When I first got the bottle and I was like, oh, like this bottle's
Oh,
so
it's
dope. I love
it's
it, whatever,
here.
right?
I'm about to give birth, but
But now I'm like, just fucking let me sell it legally. Like that's all I care about. And like,
Yeah.
how come? So yeah, my website basically like has been taking a bunch of my worries and a bunch of time when I'm not at work, and I seem to be working like crazy hours. It's like the Christmas didn't slow down for me for some reason. But yeah, that's everything for me. So I'm assuming that I'm the last one to go,
No,
and then so
Clown, you
that's
didn't.
Clown's turn, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
Clown didn't tell us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry,
That
that's
worked
what I
out
meant.
perfect. Your timing worked out. Just saying.
It kind of did.
As for me, I was encouraged to do the frosted nuts, and I had a debacle where one of my flavorings went missing. I still can't find the damn thing, so I ended up having to redo it, and in that, having to like take a look at it, take a really good hard look at it, and actually we did it, and I'm liking it. I'm really digging it, and I even sent Anthony Ramella and the guys here the recipe. They seem to be okay with it, so you know. I'm excited. I'm gonna see if I can get some testers done for the guys and send them out to them. And I'm also still working on that Lee's cookie thing for the Ohmies that we did for the mixing portion I do on that show. And I'm still running tests on it. I'm still not 100% sure on it. And I'm starting to think like maybe like cookie is just something I can't taste. I don't know. It's just I've been having like it always feels empty. It just feels like really empty. And I still need to try out. I bought a couple of new flavorings. I got that Flavora. No, not Flavora. The Wonder Flavors. Cookie butter, so I'm gonna give that a shot and see how that works
That
out.
one's badass.
I heard it's good for filler to like make it feel more like more girthy, I guess.
Well,
So
on the noted show last night, they talked about a cookie flavor. You don't have to go through the whole thing. They have everything listed in the comments.
okay,
so,
so
you can
that's a
skip right to
DIY
it.
or die show, right?
Yes.
It's on his channel. All right, I'm gonna have to
Yes.
check it out.
Fresh was on it last night. So
What do you
I,
mean Toy Story, but for juice? Like the juice comes alive?
mhm.
I don't know. Chris Vandal asking random questions. I'm intrigued.
I will address I will address the labels a little later. And
Alrighty. Then okay, remember how like I was really against sweetener? Like I bought a big old 60 ml of sweetener.
Just 60?
Just
I'll
60
buy
for
by the
now.
120.
I don't really use like an avert amount. Okay, because
There you go. Super sweet by the 120s.
this is the 30 mil I had when we started doing the show and all that, and I mean look how much I still have. I just bought that other one as a backup. Alrighty, so alright, let's just do a quick ad break and then we'll be right back and start the show. Super clean. Alrighty, so let's just get down to some down and dirty mixing. Chris, you want to start us off, or you ready yet?
Yeah, you know what? Fuck, I might as well. Like, there's really not much of a point of waiting around. Okay, so I honestly am not entirely sure what I'm gonna do, but I'm pretty confident that I'm gonna try to do like so I don't know if you guys ever heard of these things. They're called like Empire cookies.
Yeah,
It's
dude.
basically like that like shortbready kind of
Yeah.
sugar cookie. And
Yeah,
then
those
there's,
are
like,
we call those like Chessman cookies or the Pepperidge Farm Chessman cookies. That's what those are.
does it have like raspberry jelly on the inside and then like
No,
That's
they're
no,
just-
that's a different one.
I
The
know there's
chestnut
little
cookies are
cherry.
just like shortbread cookie looking things.
Like a shortbread cookie. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, then it's not like that really.
Mhm.
It's like that times 5, because
Oh.
you basically have like it's like an Oreo cookie. You know how you have like a cookie sandwich? You
Uh-huh.
got like the 2 cookies, and then there's like the cream on the inside. Well, this is like 2 cookies, and on the inside there's like a raspberry preserve,
Okay.
and then on top there's like this white kind of hard icing, and then there's like a maraschino cherry plopped on top. But like, to be completely honest with you, like I picked that cherry off and throw it away because I'm not really like the biggest fan of maraschino cherries. So that's what I think I'm gonna try. We'll see. But that's my initial thought, because I've never really made that many cookies, and so I was like, let's go, let's try that.
Cool.
So I'll throw it to Mitch.
So I was looking through all of my stash and kind of picking out some different flavors that I wanted to play with. And it dawned on me that that I wanted to try, like, after I've been thinking a lot about the pastry that you were talking, the cream cheese pastry over drip that you had made, and I was like, that sounds really good. So I decided I wanted to take a swing at something like that. And it gave me an opportunity to use a bunch of flavors that I haven't used yet. No, I'm going to be using cream cheese icing from Lorraine's. That's one that I haven't used yet. Funnel cake from Capella. Joy from Flavor Art. The mascarpone cheese from Wonder Flavors. I've just recently picked up raspberry jam from Vape Train. Sweet bread crust from Flavor Express, and sweet currant are the things in this recipe that I haven't used. The only things that I have besides the super sweet are I've used the VSO red raspberry in the raspberry cheesecake mix that I haven't tried yet, and I use creamy yogurt in one other recipe. But
Fresh and
besides
then
that,
put that raspberry syrup is one of the best concentrates of 2020. Just saying.
wait,
So,
raspberry syrup, which
Yeah, the raspberry syrup.
from VSO?
No, the one you just said.
Oh, the Vape Train?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so I'm hoping that it ends up being a raspberry cream cheese kind of Danish. Although I realized that I need to pick up that Wonder Flavors croissant. So I'm hoping that I can use the funnel cake, like a funnel cake sweetbread crust and just a touch of the Joy to kind of get the pastry side of things that I'm looking
Do you have
for.
Wonder Flavors cinnamon pastry?
I have I don't have that one. I have like cinnamon Danish swirl.
Yeah, those are all like cakey to me, and like to me a Danish isn't cakey.
Yeah, be careful with that cinnamon Danish.
Might run into being a bit cakey. But
yeah, it gets bready if you go a little too far with it.
So we'll see how that turns out. Everybody was talking. I didn't get a chance to say. It's 2021, and the drop is still better than every single dead rabbit. Take it away, Sifu.
I'm gonna have to agree with you on that, bro.
I don't have a drop, so I wouldn't know.
It's better than every single dead rabbit.
Yeah,
apparently.
Yeah. Okay. Totes.
I have a drop solo. I'll give you that much. I couldn't tell the difference. China. That's all I gotta say.
The drop solo. I actually like running the drop solo on my Noisy Cricket, my OG Noisy Cricket, because you can put 2 coils in there up on top of each other.
That's true.
It's a pretty banging little single coil. But yeah, that's it for me.
Who's left?
My turn?
That's Sifu's left.
Me?
Yes.
Okay.
As he's
So
licking things.
new year, new profiles. I went straight for the peanut butter, and then I named it something that Mitch is gonna really like. It's gonna give me that milky peanut nut.
Sifu.
You. I said YEW. All right, so I wanted to go ahead and tackle the peanut butter, and I wanted to make like kind of like a milky peanut butter, like a milky marshmallowy custardy peanut butter. Um, I picked up a whole bunch of new flavors, and I've just been dying to try this because I like a little salt in my bakeries, and I kind of started researching that. And beer nuts from Flavora was the one that kept coming up if you wanted to put like a salty bit in it. So I have some beer nuts from Flavora at 0.15% because it's Flavora, and also I don't want it too salty. One likes salted nuts, but also the hazelnut from Flavor West at 0.5%. And a flavoring that I've really come to love is the legendary custard from Molenberry at 2%. A new flavoring to me, which is getting rave reviews, the vanilla marshmallow from 101. And something I got
like
from the
that.
UK, the Flavor Art milk. I got that, and I picked up the DX peanut butter from TFA. A touch of super sweet at 0.25%. The sweet rice from SC at 2%, which is really sweet, which is why I only have 0.25% of the super sweet. And something that I've been dying to try is taro from TFA.
Oh, dude, yeah, I've been wanting to get that.
So I've heard that works good in bananas because it's a nice earthy flavor. And I'm hoping
What
that
is
the
the
beer
taro?
nuts.
Is that like a
is
potato-ish idea
yeah,
thing?
yeah.
Isn't
kinda
it
very
a
starchy.
Japanese purple potato?
No, it's like a starchy. It's like a potato.
Sweet potato?
But,
Like, I've been wanting to get the
it's-
sweet potato flavoring from Flavora.
well,
but
I
damn.
bought the taro and I also bought the starch base. But I wanted to go with the taro this time because I think it's going to play well with the beer nuts and the hazelnut.
Yeah.
And I just because I don't want to go. My fear with all peanut butters is that every peanut butter that I've ever tried has been very celery tasting to me. So I wanted to kind of go earthy on the earthy side to kind of get away from that. And I'm hoping that the marshmallow and the milk and the mulberry is going to give that good creaminess, and the sweet rice is going to give like a really good graininess to it. So I'm hoping that it comes out like I don't know. We used to mix peanut butter with like cane syrup and a little bit of condensed milk. We would mix that up to make peanut butter sandwiches with. So I'm kind of I'm kind of realizing that I wanted a molasses flavoring, but at this point I was a little too late in the game with it. So I'm hoping that the mulberry and the hazelnut will kind of help that dark, give me that dark syrupy note. And that's what I did. But yeah, I just thought of Mitch with the flavoring and our Letterkenny love. I knew he would appreciate that. So,
Absolutely.
oh, wait, somebody asked for me to say it again.
Yeah, Vandal wanted
Give
you
me
to say
that
nuts.
milky peanut nut. I say,
ridiculous.
yeah.
Yeah.
You ever watch Reno 911? You remember
Yeah.
they used to have that guy that would like pantless running around going, you.
You.
I have a video of my daughter wearing her new rain boots a couple months ago, and when she starts dancing, showing off her boots, she's new boot goofing.
New boot goofing. So just
New
goofing.
boots, good.
That's one of my favorite gifts of all time is him coming out of that boot store wearing the boots.
Oh, Thomas Lennon is a funny dude. All right, as for me, so we went with the whole idea of we're going to try flavors we never tried before, and when you have a fuck ton of flavors, you forget what you've used, what you haven't used, and you'd start looking at your ELR and you realize, holy shit, I have a lot of things and I don't know what I can do with this. So I started just going down the list. I'm like, well, I've used this and this, because apparently they have a thing on there where you can it'll mark off which ones you've used, but it's not that accurate, honestly. It really isn't. And so I went through and I decided to do like a little green apple champagne soda type situation. I added a little bit
Yeah,
of kiwi
boy.
just for the hell of it. We'll see how this will taste. Even like, it was funny because I was even thinking like, I remember I used to like kiwi, like this kiwi Shasta soda they used to have at the 99-cent store for like
Oh,
$1.
yeah,
You'd get a
man.
3-liter bottle of it.
Yeah, dude.
And but I was like, that was a strawberry kiwi. And even like right when we were starting the show, I realized that, and I was like, fuck it, I already have this all set up, we're just gonna do this. So I have some cactus juice from the Flavor Wizard to like balance out with the kiwi. I got the champagne soda from Wonder Flavors at 1.5%, green apple from Flavora at 0.75%, kiwi from Flavora at 0.8. Then red apple from Flavora at 0.5, just to like add a little bit of sweetness to it, and then a little bit of sweetener. So we'll see how this turns out. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see. This is my first time trying out a soda something or other. I even feel like my percentages are kind of low because total it came out at 5%. I'm like, holy crap! This is,
What?
yeah, I was like, this is
What
the,
episode are we
New-
on? Is
New
this
year,
28?
new
huh?
7? What episode are we on?
28. 28. Episode 28.
Yep.
All right.
In the
I
name
can,
of
We're
I,
always
I,
switching
can,
seasons.
I can say what my recipe is now because I finished it. So
Seasons change at the
went
1 year
for
mark.
What's that?
No, Sifu's like, we didn't even change seasons. Seasons change at the 1 year mark. We're not quite there yet.
Yeah.
Not until June.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, slow your roll, bro. Slow your roll.
Just excited. I'm sorry.
We're,
I'm just
we're,
very
we're
excited.
not a
about
reality
all
TV
the
show.
excitedness.
Okay,
Push it
so
down.
this is my recipe, my full recipe.
Simadena.
I think that it's probably gonna be like one of those, huh? Because I'm trying a couple things that I've not tried before. But see, for me, it was more like it was the profile that I never tried. That was like what I was going for. It was like a profile that I've not tried.
Same here.
So I basically I named it. This is Overdrips Empire, is what this is. This episode or this recipe is called. So I'm using cookie butter from Flavor West at 0.3% just to like give it, as Sifu would say, kind of like that cookie meat.
Cookie meat.
I'm using frosting from Flavora at 0.75%. The way that I'm getting my raspberry, I don't actually have like a raspberry jelly or anything like that. And I don't know if this is going to work, but I'm kind of hoping that it makes it tolerable. I'm using raspberry sweet from TFA at 2%. And shisha raspberry from Inawera at 1%. And then my cookie is shortbread cookies from Wonder Flavors at 2%, and sugar cookie V2 from Capella at 2.25%. And then I'm rounding it out with a little bit of super sweet. It's at 8.8%. There you go. That's what I got. Now I gotta get the mix in it.
Get to going.
Every time I hear cookie meat, I'm just thinking of Scrubs, where the Todd eats a steak and he's like, "Look, cookie meat."
Yeah. I remember. Oh shit. Well, I'm ready to talk.
Alrighty, go for it.
You've already
I'm always
mixed
ready.
it up?
Yeah, I cheated. I got a job.
Well, I'm not really
Really
surprised
excited.
on that.
Just really excited. Okay.
So excited he had to cheat.
Okay. Okay. It's creamy peanuts. It's creamy peanuts. Like it tastes like creamy peanuts. I'm shocked
Creamy penis.
that I actually like this. Like I like it a lot.
Just say creamy penis.
We already knew that.
Oh,
I still want to know the science behind everything peanut butter tastes like celery.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't understand that at all.
Every one that I've ever tasted like celery.
Like
I
I
don't
can
know
understand
why.
it tastes like burnt because if you overdo the peanut butter, it can taste like just burnt shit. But I don't know
This
about
is
celery.
this tastes like it tastes like creamy peanuts. Like it's not peanut butter. It, it's like if you would put peanuts into some type of cream and just eat them. Like
That's interesting.
I'm not getting any weird like skin, like any nut skin. I can't believe I said nut skin.
You're gonna make me drop my PG here.
You heard it
You
here.
said
Sifu's
nut
not
skin
getting
Oh
any
yeah,
nuts
we're not getting any nut
on
skin
YouTube.
here.
Talking about nuts.
If we
Yeah.
get flagged for nut skin,
We're
I'm
gonna
gonna
get.
be
I'm
pissed.
sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But you know what I'm talking about? That casing that's on a peanut.
Yes,
That,
we know what you mean.
I'm not getting any of that. And
Any
it's
nut
it,
skin.
it's straight. It's straight peanuts with it's like a creamy milky peanut. It's actually
No,
really
Vandal
working for me.
foreskin's a different part.
Yeah, yeah. That's you
Yeah.
cut that off and you throw it away.
I'm Hispanic Catholic. That doesn't matter to us.
Now they make eyelids out of that for burn victims.
Okay, so we got drunk one night, and me and my
That's
buddy,
a true story.
we
That's
like me and my
true.
buddies
can't
got
just
into the
ignore what
weird
he just
conversation about circumcision, and then we like told the other guy he was circumcised. The other dude was English, so they I guess don't circumcise. I'm Hispanic, so we don't. And we're like, yeah, we stick Fruit Loops in there in case we need a snack. He's like, really? That works? We're like, yes. He started telling people that that's what it's for.
for hiding your snacks.
Yep, hiding your snacks.
They really do use that for burn victims for eyelids.
Do they really?
They don't just throw that little piece of skin away.
It's still
Oh
usable.
shit. Okay. So now I'm full on board with the crisp peanut train. Like I am thinking chocolate now.
Dude, we're
What
making
have y'all
Sifu
guys
change his mind about
what have you
things.
guys done to me?
He
I
likes
had
cinnamon
standards.
now. He likes peanut butter.
I had standards.
At standards.
So
Now he's
now I
talking
want to
about
put
nut skin.
now, now I want to put that chocolate, the chocolate clear. Now I want to put that into this mix and have like a chocolate peanut because that would work perfect, like a milk chocolate peanut.
Oh,
Yeah.
chocolate peanut. Like a
Milk chocolate
glacette.
peanut. Yeah, milk chocolate peanut. Like this is presenting like a creamy peanut. Like it's not a milk or cream or anything. It just tastes like peanuts. Nut.
I'm gonna tell you right now that mine does not taste good, and I kind of
Oh,
figured that it wasn't. That
Was it the
sweet
Danish?
bread, from what I read, the sweet bread, it takes a good couple weeks of steep, and I mean it's definitely in like my. So in this recipe, I have out of all of my flavors, mascarpone cheese and sweetbread crust are in my top 5 of worst smelling concentrates. And I think that I might have not added enough of the cream cheese icing. We'll see after it steeps if it becomes a little bit more pronounced.
What percent did you do that at?
I will tell you. 1.25.
No, that should be all right. Unless like you overdid everything else.
Which is, well, my recipe's only 10.25%. I have 1.25 of the cream cheese icing, 0.75 of the creamy yogurt, 2% funnel cake, 0.5% of the joy, 0.75 of the mascarpone cheese, 1.25% raspberry jam, 1.5% red raspberry, 0.5% of super sweet, 1.25% sweetbread crust, and 0.5% of sweet currant. I feel like I kept everything fairly low. Yeah, it just kind of has a definitely has some funk to it. Vaping it right away. Almost has a soapiness to it. It's weird.
Hmm.
Did you add
I don't
any
know.
lemon?
It's
Or
got to
is
be
it-
something that's not steeped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anytime something's soapy, it's not steeped to me.
I don't know if you saw it, Sifu, but DeMillan asked which peanut butter or which peanut.
Yeah,
you use.
I responded. I use
Oh,
the
okay.
DX peanut butter.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I do have the SSA on order, and Fresh did allude to that that VSO is coming out with a peanut butter. He said it is a
Ooh, that's
bomb
awful.
diggity. Yeah, the bomb diggity.
So I like the Flavora one so far, but might have to move.
I
on.
like the Flavora one, and I actually like the Flavor Apprentice one. I use them together a lot. I feel like together they're good.
I don't have the TFA one.
Like
though.
better than individually.
Yeah.
Clown, I have that same problem with basically every peanut butter recipe that I've ever vaped. It just tastes like burnt. Like,
And okay, here's the
burntness.
thing: peanut butter, I think, falls within that level of don't vape it hot, because it just goes burnt really easily. If you vape it like in a more cooler vape, you'd probably get a better result. Do like a 0.2 or up. But I know you're big on the mechs and the hot vape, so. Oh, you're converting a little bit to restricted lung and shit like that too. So.
Well, shit, that's a good point. I just dropped my wattage, and yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's actually coming out more. It's actually the peanut is actually coming out more.
And that's like the one thing I think people fail to forget at times is or fail to remember is not all things are vapable in everything, and even like coils, not all coils will fit in everything. Some tanks are designed just for certain kinds of coils or this or that. It's the whole thing of you can't stick something in something where it's not going to fit. You take that as for what it will. ¿Por qué no los dos? I don't know. On mine, I'm liking it. It's an interesting flavor. Not really tasting much of the kiwi. I think it all kind of just converted into like an apple soda, but I'm not disappointed.
Mm. So, do you have the kiwi from
Mhm.
VSO?
Oh, VSO, no. I don't have any VSO. And, you know, we were supposed to get a code today, but it didn't go.
Yeah,
Fucking fresh.
Fresh.
Yeah, sorry about that. Fuck. I didn't even think about that. But I got a notification that he wasn't going to have a show.
Yeah, I saw the notification too.
No,
Right
I get
after
all
you
horny
said
for
that.
VSO, and then that's what happens, you know. They got me fired up last night. That was a good noted show. It's a good one.
All right. I don't actually
Peanuts.
know what's going on right now. I'll
Peanuts.
give you another moment here.
Fucking peanuts. God damn it. I blame Chris for this. This rabbit hole.
Sifu liking things he didn't like.
Ugh, imagine.
I still need
Humanity.
I still need to
I
bite the
will
bullet
say
and try
that when I
something
knuckle
banana.
this, it tastes pretty good. But when I'm vaping it, it's just like fucking raspberry.
How much raspberry did you use?
I use 2% of sweet raspberry and 1% of shisha raspberry. I think that I probably could have like toned it down to like 1.5 and half. But I also know that the cookie's gonna come in later. It's kind of giving me like the sweet, kind of like candied, like not candy, but like, well, I guess jam's really sweet like candy. So I guess it's like kind of giving me that. It's not like I taste seeds or anything. So maybe it's like more like raspberry jelly. Because raspberry preserve has even more chunks than raspberry jam, right?
Yeah.
Right. think somebody was asking that, the difference between jelly and jam.
Jelly don't
That's
jiggle
the
like jam.
difference. Right.
Yeah, like I don't get that much cookie, and I use like a pretty good amount of cookie.
Yeah. Jelly is more like Jello. Jam is more like compote.
What?
Right? Did I say that wrong?
I have no idea what you said.
Jelly's more like Jello. Jam is more like compote.
Compost?
Compote.
I don't even know what that is.
It's a
Basically, if you took a bunch of blueberries and stuck them in a saute pan with
And
some
reduce them
sugar
down.
and reduced them, you'd get like a blueberry compote.
Right.
Oh, okay.
To me,
Thank you,
jam is
Mr.
more
Chef
like that. It's
Memory.
easy. It's right. Jelly is more like a more like Jello. When you take it out, it's the shape of whatever you.
Yeah, like
Jam
you
is-
can like grab a scoop with your spoon and it ends up flopping
Right.
on the toast. Like you just.
Yep.
Yeah,
Right.
I got you.
Jam is more spreadable. I guess. It's got more.
I don't really
more of
get
the fruit
jelly that
chunks.
often, to be honest.
Yeah.
I think grape jelly is like the only jelly that I ever eat.
fair enough.
All right, should I turn this up?
Oh, Anthony Romella, trust me. We know that feeling.
Make sure that you have like pro tip, keep a couple of 1 gallon jugs handy. That way, as soon as you get that 2.5, you can break it down into more manageable portions.
Also, get you one of these.
Yeah, get you some liters of these guys.
It's easier because you're not having to pour it out so often.
Right.
Yeah, I have 2 spare gallon jugs I keep, and then I have like 5 500s already. And then like as soon as it comes, I break it all the way down. And
Also, nicotine.
normally I pass.
Store it, but put some of it like in a smaller bottle that you can use constantly.
Yeah.
You don't want to
Yeah, I
be
use
pulling
the
that in and
120.
out of the fridge constantly.
Yeah. I use a 120.
God, both of your guys' nicotine is so dark.
So
Holy
dark.
shit.
It's not
Mine's
dark.
like clear.
Darkness,
Mine's,
everybody, darkness.
Mine is the right color.
Well, I guess actually you can't really see mine, but I can see it. And there's like the slightest brown, like the
Slightest tint.
Well, I don't know
Yeah.
if mine is more like it looks like a lager. It's not as dark as the camera is showing.
I like the
Camera
face.
tricks. I got you.
Crystal clear.
See, mine is suspended in VG because I am that asshole.
Yeah, I like VG also.
Okay, that's probably
I
why
like
it's darker.
PG.
Yeah,
I'm all about the PG.
I normally use VG. The only thing I ever use PG for is I do use that like to thin like if I get 0 milligram juices from other people, I'll use it for that, or I'll use it for like my 50/50 MTL stuff. That's about all I ever use the PG nick I have for.
Yeah,
I think
Anthony
that, like,
Romella,
for
you
me,
got.
I just started out. Oh, go ahead, Clown. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say Anthony Romella. You said your nicotine was almost a rose color. Did you get the one from River Supply Co. or whatever the hell they're called nowadays? What are you saying, Chris?
No, I was just gonna say I think that for me it's because like when I started mixing, I was mixing everything to max VG, and then I was like, okay, well, I like using stuff that I mixed in tanks, and I never wanted to buy PG because I was like, why am I gonna buy PG? So then I just started buying PG nicotine, and it would make it a lot easier to like
Oh, yeah.
mix something
It
at like an
balances you a little bit.
85-15.
Mm-hmm.
And I would never have to worry about buying PG. But like now, I guess I don't know if it's like I just got to that point, but like I'm fine with mixing everything at like 70-30 or 75-25. It's not like it's literally one step. I'm not
Yeah.
like, you know what I mean? I did it doesn't bother me.
yeah,
I'm not like just chasing clouds constantly where I need like max VG everything.
I like I like the sweeter nature, the sweeter taste nature of the VG.
Mm-hmm.
That's my preference.
Yeah, but like, what do you mix your juices for that like people like buy from you?
Mostly 70/30. And then the others will go, I get a lot of 60/40. I guess with all of the new pod systems and stuff out, a lot of people are asking for 60/40.
Yeah, so
You
like
know,
really, it
yeah,
doesn't. Then you're not
It
getting
doesn't make
anything
much of a
sweeter.
difference.
right.
No, I was just curious.
But the majority of them go 70/30 or max. Yeah.
Yeah, I used to
So,
mix everything at max VG, so like lots of shit I'd be mixing would be like the thinnest liquid I'd ever mix would be like 85/15
yeah.
on like something that had like a little bit more flavoring in it. Or
Mhm.
lots of stuff would be like 90/10. And like you it's hard to run an RTA with 90/10. Like you have
Yes.
to like really know how to wick, which I'm not bad at wicking, but like there's no point in like pushing it, especially where I live. Like today it was probably 30 or less than 30, I guess.
Mhm.
So if you like have it in your pocket for 5 minutes and you go to take a nice long rip, you're probably gonna get a dry hit.
Yeah.
Like
Well, something I
if it
ran
was
into
90/10.
Well, something that I ran into during the summer months down south is just the time that the nicotine spins in the mail whenever it's 100
Yeah, I
degrees
remember that.
outside. It was oxidizing the nick just in shipping. So I was receiving nicotine that was, not great. Um, so that's something that I have to consider going forward. But either have enough nicotine bought to get through the summer months or buy PG. Um, uh, yeah, to buy PG nicotine during the summer. But I just prefer using the VG. I've used PG before, and I just prefer the softer throat hit from the VG nicotine.
Do you honestly feel that way? Like you honestly feel that there's a softer throat hit?
Yeah, definitely.
Like why do you think that?
Because I've tried the two side by side on the same mix in the
No,
same
but like I
mixes.
mean like why do you think that that happens? Because it should be the same nicotine. It's just suspended in a
Uh,
different.
no, the 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 science. I wouldn't know the science. It just does. It has a softer throat hit to me.
Even if they're both mixed at like 70/30.
Yeah, yeah.
That's strange. Interesting stuff.
Well, I
Yeah,
mean, if you think about like,
it presents a little softer to me.
well, if you think about it, the more PG you have, the more of a throat hit you're gonna get. So I don't know if
Mhm.
that really
Yeah, but
plays
you're
into
gonna
it.
always have that
No,
ratio, right?
Oh,
I,
yeah, the
I
ratio
know,
is the same, but
I know.
70/30, so
That's what I'm saying though. Like, but if you like, if you're mixing like say a 50/50, you're gonna get more of a throat hit than
yeah,
you would from like a 70/30. So I'm wondering if that PG just changes it a little bit. I don't know.
yeah,
I'm
it
trying to
does.
like think it out here a little bit out loud.
Well, you see, yeah, Dimlin's saying, PG is better for throat hit. If you want a little more throat hit, like it it just does it. Like I've tested it myself. Like I've mixed the same mix with PG and VG, and I just felt that the the VG version was more of my taste. It was a little softer, a little sweeter, less throat hit. Still satisfying, but it's not as
See, I've always been
go the
VG.
opposite direction. If you start going 60/40, 50/50, then you really get that sharp hit. You
Hmm.
know, I don't personally, I don't like that. So
I've always used VG, so I wouldn't know. I think like when I
I'll
first
try it.
mixed, I did
Well, when I
PG,
first
but
started going, I had bought a 125 of the PG and VG from Liquid Barn, the CNT.
hmm
Um, both were really, really good. You guys were talking about the River, uh, the Pure Nick. I had gotten a batch from them one time that was so clean and clear that you couldn't even really taste it. I had to actually buy a nicotine test kit to make sure that there was nicotine in it.
yeah, I remember you telling
I
me
had
about that.
I had a couple of customers respond back as like, "Hey, is there any nicotine in this?" And it was like a 50/50/12. And it's like, I'm very sure that I put nicotine. And I went back and I checked, and I was like, yeah, I did. And I was like, And I started noticing the same phenomenon with the stuff I was making myself. I was like, man, this tastes like there's nothing at all here. And I went back
It's
and I
funny
tested
because
it.
I've gotten the
And it
opposite.
tested it tested exactly at 100 milligrams per milliliter. I was like, okay. Then the next bottle I got was just like any other one, but that one was just so clear. Like a bottle that was steeped for like several weeks was still like clear. I was like, that's got to only be PG. I mean, I mean VG. There's got to be something wrong with it, but it tested 100. It was like 100.00 something per milliliter. It tested in the Nick kit. So,
Like,
I was like,
Cloud King Cody, you said you never had nicotine that's giving you flavor. I don't know about flavor, but I've had where like you can tell like zero Nick is just very missing something
it's missing
versus something that has even a hint of nicotine in it.
something. Yeah.
I don't even like zero nicotine liquid.
I've gotten some tester bottles and stuff like at conventions and shit. And you can taste like it just feels empty.
Yeah, you could taste the difference. Yep. I had a
Yeah, I don't
customer.
know why.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I had a customer sent me some of. He had bought some shark fills from, or he had won something or something from Bogan, and they came in at zero Nick, and I tested them, you know, without the zero Nick, and it's just something is, it's just something not there. And then when I put the Nick in and then retested them, I was like, yeah, okay, that tastes like it's supposed to. I don't know what it is, but we're just all Nick addicts and we need it.
I do kind of feel like that could be part of it, but I also just I don't know what it is. It's like it could taste delicious, but it's not gonna taste the right delicious.
Right.
Because I've mixed up my own stuff and like something that I know, like so like my vanilla custard, I know that in and out. I know exactly like you could give me a bottle blindfolded and I'd be able to tell you roughly when I made it. You know what I mean? Like it's that I know it that well.
Yep.
And I don't know, man. I tried it in a zero once and I was like, this sucks. Like
Yeah,
it's okay. It doesn't suck, but you know what I mean? Like it
yeah,
just
it's not there. It's
tasted
like
wrong.
when I was developing a lot of
We lost Sifu.
Oh, dude, I thought
Yep.
that was me because my
Oh yeah,
shit's
we
been
lost
glitchy.
Sifu. He froze on us.
Dude, it looks like right now he's like, let me make you an offer I can't refuse. Oh, or yeah, he's pulling it yours.
It's like, ask me about my wiener.
His net skin.
Yeah.
Oh man, I hope Sifu realizes
His
that
net
he's
skin.
frozen. Oh man.
And Anthony, I don't know, like, I don't even know where my nicotine comes from, like the original source, because all I know is that, oh no, it's USP nicotine. I don't even know where that's from, but
That's just the grade.
okay, yeah, because like I just buy it from Dash Vapes.
It doesn't say anything of where it's sourced or anything like that on there.
E-liquid produced by Dash Vapes. No, I don't know.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't know actually.
And he's back.
There he is.
my computer died. Sorry. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Sorry. Okay, so I was saying is when I was developing, I thought that I would be smart and make all of my testers with no nicotine, to save money. And I'm going through and I'm like, I don't know if I like any of this. Something's missing. So I ended up chasing flavors, thinking that it was something in the flavoring. And then whenever I made the second batches of them, I put like a little bit of nicotine in them, and I was like, oh shit, that's what it was. It was the nicotine that was missing. So whenever I test, I'll at least put like 1.5 or 2, at least a little bit of nicotine in it, just for testing. because I don't know about you guys, but whenever I'm testing something, I'm like, kind of blow through it. So I
Oh
don't want
yeah.
to get too much nicotine. Get all shaky and shit.
I haven't done that in a
Oh.
long time, but
Yeah, dude, I haven't got shaky in a long time.
I still
Well,
do like
I
that first wake and vape. That is awesome. I still get like that. Oh, okay, now I'm calm.
yeah. I just picked up an air bar, like a banana ice air bar. With I guess it's 50% salt nick or whatever. And I'm like, oh, this is interesting flavor. And then I'm hitting it, and the next thing I'm like, whoa,
Yeah.
whoa,
Yeah. Yeah.
whoa!
That's why I had to get off the Nick Salt, man. I don't know like
Like, what the
limitations
hell?
and
You know,
stuff.
you've had too much Nick Salt when you start twitching like Vandal.
Yeah, it's like let the eye
We need
twitch.
to get that kid off. We need to get that kid off the salts.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah,
It's funny again. Salts, they just use them really high. You can use them at any level you want.
yeah. I've actually gotten something from somebody who made it at like 6 milligram salt nick. It was delightful. It was really good. You know, tasted just like it was a little sharper than 3 milligram freebase, but it was fine. You know, it's fine.
I think the companies that use the salt nick and the really low milligram, it's a trick because your body absorbs salt nick faster, but it also leaves your body faster.
Mm.
So in a 6 milligram in salt nick, you're gonna be puffing a fucking way on your device because that nicotine's not sticking with you. So you're burning through that bottle faster, which makes you go buy another one faster. It's all a fucking ploy, all of it. It's all a scheme, fucking schemer.
Dude, Chris Vandal's throwing some fighting words your way, bro.
What?
Not you, Mitch.
Sub tank Nick Salts, fight me, bitch.
Because Mitch said we got to get him off the Nick Salts. All right.
That's textbook addiction right there, man. He's immediately getting defensive.
There you go.
I'm not going to argue with Mitch on that one. All right. With all that being said, let's just wrap this show up. We're going over by a little bit here. But yeah, Sifu, you want to start us off?
Yeah. Thank you, guys. And it was a great 2020. I'm looking forward to 2021. I mean, just starting off making a peanut butter. I mean, who would have thunk it? I wouldn't have.
For real.
Now I'm thinking about chocolate and all of these things that I don't like. But now, just the knowledge you guys have helped me with, and the community has gotten me to this point, and shit. Now I have a peanut vape, and it's great. I'm just so happy. You can find me on my normal channels. I wanted to say that I've been working with Shake and Bake on new labels, and I'm excited about. We're supposed to have a meeting tomorrow, and just some final touches. Here's kind of like a beta test. It's going to be hard to see on this bottle, but it's going to be right around this lines. We're going to work on probably maybe changing it white so that it will pop out a little bit more. And just really excited about 2021. If you please go to our ELRs, like us, follow us, get those notifications whenever we come up through. And I know whenever Fresh and them have a show, whenever I get like 8 notifications, from ELR, and it's fun because you get to go and see what they did, and that's how I'm picking up a lot of these new flavors that I've never used before. I'm kind of checking out what they're doing and how they're using things, and it's just great. So I found that it's been a way to progress even faster than even being on this show. Is just tie into that community, tie into the ELR where people are making their stuff, and just get keyed in, and it helps a lot. So just looking forward to it. Like I said, I am developing a custard for this year. I want to add a straight custard to my menu, and so far so good. I got 7, and they're all heading in their own directions. So hopefully I'll rein one in and have something to offer you guys. And that's it. Thanks for coming, Mitch.
Yeah, thanks everybody for hanging out. This was and thank you, Sifu, for giving us all of the sound bites.
Yes,
Talking
it was a
about
good
you
one.
and
and Nutskin.
Nut skin.
You missed out on the banter when you froze.
Nut skin, creamy penis. I mean peanuts. All sorts of goodies. You. Yeah. We'll see how this is gonna go in my steep box, and I'll pull it out in about a week or two and see how it went. I already took some notes on some other stuff that I need to pick up. I do have a feeling that the combination of the funnel cake, joy, and sweetbread is going to be a little too heavy for what I was looking for. But fingers crossed it ends up all right. So that's it for me. Take it away, Chris.
I think that you really need to get that Wonder Flavors like cinnamon pastry. I can't remember exactly what it's called because where I bought it from did not have it labeled correctly, but on their website it's correct. So I think that it's like Wonder Flavors cinnamon pastry. I think that's what it is. It's really good. It's like got that like light, airy kind of like a turnover, like a turnover would be made of. And you have like all those kind of layers, like in those like the triangle ones. It's like that kind of a pastry to me. It's not like a cinnamon roll pastry. But that it's worth a try. Hopefully yours works out anyways, and you won't have to worry about getting that. But you should get it anyways because it's good. Like for real.
Try more stuff.
Yeah, so I'm really looking forward to this year. I'm looking forward to this show. I'm looking forward to just mixing more. I'm looking forward to getting more flavors, doing just crazy stuff that I never thought of before. That's something that's exciting to me. I ordered a bunch of concentrates, which haven't shipped yet, I don't think, but there's a bunch in there that I'm like really looking forward to. So you guys will have to check us out going forward because I'm going to have a bunch of new stuff, which I'm going to basically be doing like this show every week that we have something that I'm going to try to put a new spin on whatever we do. Just to keep pushing myself as well as to just, I don't know, have some different shit to vape. Because sometimes I do get caught back into like rolling in like, oh yeah, I'm going to just make this a custard. Or like I'm just gonna make this like a cream, and actually that's not even true. I've really barely made any creams. I was thinking about doing a strawberry cream tonight, but then I was like, I don't have time to think about this. I have to like put this together really well. So I am looking forward to the rest of this year. We started out great. Check me out on ELR. Check all the guys out on ELR. If you guys aren't. I mean, that's fine, but it'd be cool if you did. As well as like if you mix any of our stuff, if you like get a review, I don't care if you mix something of mine and you feel that it's a 3 out of 5, that's fine. Like give it a 3 out of 5, give me some criticisms, and those are the kind of things that like will help me grow as a mixer.
Mm-hmm.
You can check me out on Friday nights on the Frames Janklin YouTube channel for the Green Room. You can also check me out on the Shed Time Podcast, which you can check out shedtimepodcast.com, and it's got links for both of those shows. Also, if you're not subscribed here, subscribe, because I've made it a 2021 goal that we have to get Clown to 1,000 subs.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah.
That's the goal. Like, and the sooner we get there, then the sooner we can push for a higher number. I mean, that's how things work, right? You hit a goal and then you put another one. So yeah, just sub here. Other than that, I think that that's everything. I'll let you guys know. Hopefully, you never know. Maybe by next Tuesday, my website will be working. I don't know yet. I'm waiting on a couple of like applications, basically like red tape and bullshit. But I'm hopefully gonna have that going real soon. And that is everything for me. Everybody be safe out there. Clown.
Alrighty. Yeah, thanks everybody for joining us. It's been a blast, and honestly, yeah, like Sifu said, 2020 came out to be a pretty good year when it came to all this, and hopefully 2021 works out a lot better for us, and we're still pushing and striving for things we've never done before. I mean, I hadn't done proper soda ever, and I'm really liking the one that came out today. And I mean, we've pushed Sifu like I don't think he could even ever imagine we'd push him because he's trying out shit he never wanted to.
I'm adventurous.
Fair enough. But yeah, so like the guy said, go find them on their channels, honestly, like Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Discord, all that. Mixing It Up does not have an IG page. We've been too lazy about that. I barely keep up with my own, just letting you know. But I was gonna say, so yeah, and then when Chris gets his site up and running, go check it out. Seriously, I've said it before. I've tried his customers before. They're
excited.
legit.
I'm
And
gonna buy that shit.
seriously,
Day one. It's gonna
Day
happen.
Juan.
I
And,
hope that's sometime soon.
Then as for me, yeah, go if you guys are interested in juice, liquid, coils, any of that stuff. Hit me up on Instagram, Discord, Facebook, and I will get you set up straight. I'll get you the menu list and coils. I am working my way up to them quad cores. We're getting there. Mitch knows. Because I know Mitch is all about the quad cores.
Go get those
Yeah,
clown
buddy.
coils. Those are good. They crackly ball.
But yeah, so yeah, thanks guys for hanging out. It's been a blast, and we will catch you next week. Bam! Vape on, mix on.